nearest to the ball. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Now, here we are.
Oh! This is another Schmeichel, Casper.
The upcoming season as an example. In my time, you could kind of predict what will be top 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
You could kind of predict that was between
Liverpool.
Man United and Arsenal.
Okay.
You could kind of, now you can't.
No.
Halo, hai guys. Hari ini kita lagi ada di kantornya video dan kita sudah bersama Peter Schmeichel, legendary from Manchester United.
Welcome, Peter.
Thank you very much.
We are Poros Halang.
Yep.
I'm Fuad and
I'm Patrick.
we are one of the biggest United channel in Indonesia. Let me show you something. This is Andy Newton.
All right.
Been with us.
Yeah.
And also
we had Pete Boyle.
Pete Boyle.
He's the fan that creates all the chants.
Yeah, of course he
for the
knows.
United
Pete
fans.
Boyle.
Yeah.
But maybe you don't like Pete Boyle because he never
I like Pete Boyle. He's
but
a funny man.
He didn't make a song for you.
No, that's
No.
very disappointing. But then again, I don't think his songs are very good.
Anyway, glad to have you today here with us, Peter. How Indonesia treat you so far?
Yeah,
This is your
yeah, it's
second
been-
time, right?
I've been here this is my third time.
Third time?
Third time, yeah.
Okay.
So this one has been the longest because it's always been sort of in and out, very quick. The events that I've done and you leave. But there, it's 3 days and it's been quite busy and quite interesting.
Quite interesting. This time, this is the special one.
This is a special one. Yeah.
The meals, you enjoy it?
Because everyone asking about the meals. Yeah, of
Everyone
course.
wants to know.
It's like, and it's all sweets, cakes and,
Oh yeah?
well, most of what I've had is, I was in an Indonesian restaurant yesterday. I had a lovely meal. Don't ask me what I had because I don't know the words for it. But it was lovely. Everything that I was served for me was fantastic.
Did you try the sambal though?
I don't know. What is it?
It's a spice.
Oh no. I said no to spice because
Okay.
don't forget where I'm from. I'm from the cold north.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not very good with spice. I'm learning. My wife is very good with spices, and she's slowly introducing me into the world of that. But
Okay.
it takes time.
Peter Schmeichel. Who doesn't know Peter Schmeichel? He's a goalkeeper, played for Man United and all that. But what about? Can you tell us about the younger Peter Schmeichel? The things that many of us probably don't know. The road to become the great Peter Schmeichel. The growing up.
This is many years ago now. The world was very different back then.
Yeah.
And of course, the country that I grew up in, we were an amateur sport country. So by law, if you were doing sports, it had to be amateur. So no professional, you couldn't be paid. There was no money in it. So the mentality was very different to what it is now. And of course, someone like me, once I started to play, the only thing I wanted to do was to play. I wanted to be a football player, and I wanted to play in England. We had English football. It wasn't called the Premier League back then. It was just called English football. We had that on our televisions during the off-season in Denmark. And even the Danish football wasn't on TV. But that was what it is. So it's kind of like from November till March, we were watching English games every Saturday. And I wanted to be part of any of the teams there. But of course, I wanted most of all to be part of the Manchester United team. And I kept saying to my parents, this is what I want, this is what I will be. And when I was 15, the law got changed, so you could have professional sport. Trying to convince my parents that this is what I have to do. I have to pursue this dream, this idea, for a job that didn't exist. So, and I think in many ways it helped me because it made me more focused, and you know, I never had to convince myself that it was what I wanted because I wanted it so bad. And eventually my parents could see that this is what the boy wants. I was a hard worker. I worked really hard on everything. I took in everything the coaches was telling me. I was so eager to learn. I had individual sessions with goalkeeping coaches from very early age, and just optimizing my opportunity and trying to be the best that I could.
But you've always wanted to be a goalkeeper.
I was always a goalkeeper.
Was that the thing that you saw from your son, Casper?
No, I've not I've not interfered in anything that he's done. Whatever Casper's done he's done by himself. Okay. I don't believe in parents pushing and parents trying to manipulate and create careers for their children. I don't believe it's a good thing, because if you want to be good at something, it's got to come from within. It's got to come from your first of all, your own desire, your own will to do it. Because if you want to hit the top, any line of business in the world, it's hard work that gets you there, and only hard work.
So you saw it. That's in Casper. He has the desire, or
no, not really.
Okay.
He was very late in deciding that he was going to try. He was well into his teens. Okay. And it didn't mean anything to me. It wasn't important. I didn't wish for him to become a footballer. Okay. I wished for him to be happy, have a great job, be happy in his life, and have a nice family and just have a great life. That was the most important thing for me. So he chose football. That was his choice. And not that I didn't like him choosing football, but it was not something that I was desperate for him to do.
Okay, so regarding about the Premier League,
now,
then and now,
yeah,
there's a huge, massive difference now about these two type of players that plays in the Premier League back then and now.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how it felt during your playing days and now with the Premier League now? Do you see what's the
difference?
The difference, yeah.
No, it's I won't say difference. I won't say. I'd say that it's
the progress, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. It's evolved and it's progressed and it's become better and better and better. And I think the same thing applies now than it did back then. The best team will always win the Premier League. But the best team they've got to work hard and play well in every game in order to do that. No, you can't say, oh, that team played better football. The best team always, because it's so difficult. That still applies. Still, you see how hard Man City had to work to win last season. You saw how maybe one injury, set Arsenal off track. You got to play. You got to play your best, or you got to play well in every game. Nobody gives you anything, and that's the strength of the Premier League. But what I would say the big difference is maybe that the lower level of the Premier League, the quality is a lot better today. So you have more great teams now than you had back then. Great examples are Brighton and Brentford, for instance. So we didn't have the Brightons and the Brentfords pushing the top teams so much back then. And also, if we just use the upcoming season as an example, in my time you could kind of predict what will be top four. You could kind of predict that was between Man United and Arsenal. You could kind of, now you can't. No, you can't, because I did an interview yesterday. It was quite funny because I get this question, right? So who will finish top four? The big four again, he says. And I say, okay, name me the big four. And he goes, Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea. And I look at him, big four? Who are the champions? Oh, Man City. Yeah, Man City. Who finished fourth? Newcastle. So you kind of answer that question yourself, I'd say. Because, I mean, how do you know? I mean, you don't know who's going to be the best team. You think Man City will, but then they've lost two very, very good players, which hasn't been replaced. Can they produce the same again? They had a similar season to what we had in '99. It's very difficult to reproduce that and be, because I will admit that we were very lucky in '99. There were so many games that we were lucky in, but we were only lucky because we pursued that luck. You have to chase that luck, but it doesn't go your way all the time.
You create your own luck.
Simple as that. And it did for Man City. It really did for Man City. It went their way every time there was a little bit of doubt. And that's, but will that happen next season? You just don't know. Will Man U, are United going to catch up to Man City? Well, it certainly looks, on paper it looks very good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, with Arsenal, the signings they've made, they look like improvement. Will they then be better? So you kind of don't know. Newcastle, again, good signing. Liverpool underperformed massively last season. Will they catch up? And Chelsea, my God, they've spent so much money. So you cannot say who's going to do what. But I think back then you could at least say the top three was sort of kind of guaranteed. Not anymore. That's a big difference, and that's because the so-called lower teams, they've caught up. Good managers with a lot of money, signing good players. The Premier League, in terms of attraction to the best players, not only the top players, but also the next group of players, you know, it's where they want to play. And so the competition across the board.
It creates a better and more competitive league.
Yeah.
But Halang, from your country, can he survive the Premier League? Because he's very young, experience in the Serie A only 1 or 2 years. How do you see it?
Well, Rasmus Højlund is unlimited potential.
Really?
But it's potential. When he plays for Denmark, it's unbelievable. I sometimes can't believe what I'm watching. He is in every department, he is top. In terms of talent. So I know he can do it. But can he do it for Manchester United? That's a big question, you know. So what gives me a lot of hope and confidence is that we have a very, very good manager, very good coaches, and he will need good coaching and patience and understanding. And I think for someone like Rasmus Højlund, who would have made a move regardless this season, would have made a move, he could not find himself in a better place. So I'm very excited about him being at Manchester United. I think if we do right with him, we get somebody who can score a lot of goals for us. And he's perfect fit in terms of mentality. And do you want to hear the scary part? He's got 2 younger brothers, and they are equally as talented. They're both in the FC Copenhagen squad. So we might have 3 Højlunds at Man United.
So you believe that he can handle the pressure for playing?
See, this is what I don't know. We don't know with him. We don't know with the Mason Mount. We don't know with Andre Onana. We just don't know, because I think with Mason Mount, it's probably a safer bet that he can handle it. Because obviously playing for Chelsea and also playing for England, you know, he's kind of used to the pressure from England and also from the media. With Højlund and Onana, we have to wait and see, because they've been playing sort of course in Italy there's a bit of pressure, but it's very local to Italy. When you play for Manchester United, it's completely different. It's the whole world.
Just like you said yesterday.
So I hope. I mean, I like both of them. They both got the foundations to become Man United players. But I also know from experience that I've seen those types of player at the club many times before, and why it hasn't happened. So I'm hopeful, and I think they're good signings, and I'm really hopeful that they can do really well for the club.
You know, we are going to play an Indonesian traditional play. We call it football by paper. We will teach you how to play it, and we can do some football game. So now you can take the white side or red side, you choose.
What do you think?
Of course red. Then we move to the white one.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
So, this is the ball.
Yeah.
Okay. Rule same as football. This is your player.
Yeah.
Just like, for example, you push it to your player.
Ah,
The goal is to score.
of course.
Okay. Can you do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay. Now,
I'll be the referee.
okay.
yeah.
Blow your whistle. Come on.
I don't have a whistle. Go!
Like this. Okay.
Can I do anything to defend?
No.
There you have,
You
have to
can
wait.
move. You can
move.
You cannot
You can
move
set
the-
up your player where you need them to be.
All right.
So it's you as a goalkeeper.
I know.
Now your
your turn.
turn.
All right.
Yes, the nearest one to the ball.
There's one to the ball.
Yes.
That's this guy now. And
Okay.
then. Oh,
Now
That's
we
too
call
much.
it handball actually. So it's your ball.
handball.
Handball. Get it?
Because
All right.
So you had a free kick.
All right. I've got a chance.
You can take the
I'm
ball
trying.
back to your players.
I'm trying. There's to the ball. There you
Okay.
there you go.
go. Now here we are.
Oh! This is another Schmeichel, Casper. Uh-oh.
Tembak.
Ah!
Almost.
Now it's your turn.
Oh,
Out. Sini dong.
Oh, yeah. Right here.
Yeah. Watch out, Peter.
yeah, no chance.
Yay! Again?
Yeah, he'll
Oh,
try
yeah,
equalizing.
here.
All right.
Here. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, like this. And then this one.
I've got no chance. I'm too inexperienced. Well done. Thank
Nice to
you.
meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Peter, for making time for us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. We really enjoy the time with you, your thought and your sharing of your memory.
Thank you.
Terima kasih juga yang udah buat nonton. Jangan lupa nonton Premier League di
Video
dan pastikan udah beli
paket
paketnya.
premium. Ya.
Murah.
Murah. 25.000. Lu
Bisa
bisa
nonton
nonton
di-
di aplikasi di mobile phone lo.
Oke.
Tapi cuma
mau
bisanya Premier League
Premier
doang.
League doang. Kalau mau lengkap
Beli yang lengkap setahun.
setahun. Infonya di Video,
Video
Sports.
Sports.
Oke. Premier League makin seru di
Video.
how to say thank you in Denmark?
Tuck.
Tak.
Tuck.
Yes, Michael.
Tuck. Schmeichel.
You're welcome.
Really nice to meet you.
How do you say you're welcome?
Welcome.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Watch Premier League on video.